Hey YouTube, quick video here, just a little review on the Interval Footswitch for Behringer and midi mixers. First disclaimer here, I was a beta tester of the pedal since the last 2 years, I say. As you can see, there were several versions. The first version was to control the monitors, so each individual could have his foot switch and control his own mix. Second version, the front of house control and some other feature we added, the effects and everything, so it was more easy, the screen was bigger. The version 3 was the prototype for the actual retail version. So now you see what it looks like when it boots up. They were kind enough to integrate my band logo on the startup screen, so it's kind of cool. Okay, so just as a demo, I have Reaper running with 3 tracks. I will just show you how I use it. First, it's really useful to set the gain settings. At the bottom of the foot switch, you have on the left side the view meter with the actual peak, and on the right side, you have the peak from an average of the last seconds. So it's easy to set if you aim for minus 18 or so it doesn't move all the time. I'll just set it to minus 18 dBFS. And now I'm on the bass channel, and while holding the right button, the slider goes up, as you can see on the tablet, and then the bass comes in. So I'll do the same thing for the 2 guitars. Guitar number 1. Then I unmute. So LR on the foot switch shows that it's on the left, right, so in front of house. And if the channel is muted, then instead of having the color of the mixer, it's going to red like that. Go to the second guitar. Same thing. And it's easy to mute and unmute just by pressing, so if someone has to unconnect their instrument, you can just click on it and it mutes the channel automatically. Raising the slider, using the foot switch. Then if you want to compare both guitars, you can just mute one, unmute it, the other one, and you can move from one channel to another just using one fast click of the right or left button. And if you hold it, then it moves the slider up or down. There you have it. If you hold the center button, you can move through the different modules. I'll go to the delay just to show how the tap function works. So I'll just go, I can mute and unmute. You can see on the tablet that it unmutes. If I click the tap button, I can just tap tempo, then mute and unmute using the front. So the left right button goes from tap tempo to mute and unmute. Going back to the different modules, I'll go to the snapshots, and I can fly through the snapshot menu, and I can go to a different one, and I just have to press the center button, and it loads the snapshot. You can see on the mixer it changes instantly, as if you were loading it directly from the app. Another cool feature is that you can record a macro. What you do is just start the recording, you do whatever you want directly on the mixer, and you can play back that thing. So what I usually use it for is just to turn on my setup for either if I'm playing with the band or something. The macro you see at the time will load the band snapshot, then we'll unmute the monitors, unmute the sub, lower the front of house volume, then unmute it and raise it back to the level it was before. This is automated, so when we are playing, I just have to click on it. It does everything automatically, so I can do other things. But you can use it for whatever application you want. Anything you can do on a mixer, you can record it and play it back. Another feature is you can set up the monitors. So as its primary function, but you see I have one monitor, so it's just moving the slides if you were doing it with the front of house like we did previously. Okay, there are several ways to configure the foot switch. You will see there the modules that are available are the one I added to my visible modules. So the 5 you see there as the same one you were seeing when I was scrolling to the module on the foot switch. At the bottom, you can see there's a control for the sensitivity or the speed of the foot switch. So if you want it faster or slower, you can adjust either the time you have to keep it down for the thing to process or the speed of the sliders. On the setting tab, you'll see the way we can program the foot switch for the screen to display either if you want just one channel, or you can have a strip, or you can have even the picture of either the instrument of the person who's playing if you want. So I usually took the one with only one strip and the name, so it's bigger for me to see. And you can configure the number of slots. So now I'm in front of house menu. You can see that I have 8 configured and I still have 4 left. So I can add or keep only the channels I want on the foot switch, so I don't have to click like 32 times if I only want to have the 4 channels to control. So on this strip, you can configure any channel or bus. And at the bottom left, you can see mute others. So you have the capability to give the foot switch the capability to mute other people. So one great thing is you can configure one foot switch to be able to mute others and all the others not to. So it's safe for the people running their own monitor mix, so they cannot mute someone during a live performance or during a rehearsal. And overall, great piece of equipment. I'm really happy to have it. So that's about it. Thank you, and see you next time.